Welcome everyone to the show. I'm your host, Don Vic. What's going on? What's going on? You already know I'm in the building, baby. Woo wee. I hope you guys are having a great night tonight. So, real quick before we start the show, I just want to shout out a couple of people before we bring our amazing guests to the show. Okay. So, real quick, I want to shout out David Paul, which will be coming on the show on Monday at 7 p.m. Director, actor, writer. He just released one of his films, and we'll be talking about that film on Monday. So make sure you guys tune in on Monday. Show the love, show the love, show the love. Also, Jesus Maldonado, another actor out of Florida, um, came from Puerto Rico, started his acting career here in Florida. He's doing great, and now he just landed on a radio station, 106.7 FM. Big shout out to 106.7 FM out in Florida. And we'll be talking to Jesus on Sunday at 3 p.m. about his book, because he just wrote a book and he's on his second book. So we'll be talking about both books and his radio station that he just landed. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Ryan Delton, big shout out to Celebrity Boxing. Big shout out to the CEO, owner of Celebrity Boxing, Ryan Delton. Damon Feldman. Big shout out to Damon Feldman and his whole squad. Ryan Denton will be fighting March 11th. Make sure you guys tune in or go out to the fight in New Jersey at Atlantic City, the Showboat. I'm gonna tell you, boy, that is exciting. I've been there a couple of times, met a couple of celebrities there. It's amazing. You're gonna probably see people that you ain't seen in a long, long time. So big shout out to Ryan Delton. Also, Shannon Lemire, director, actor, photographer, you name it, right? This guy does it all. Shannon Lemire is directing a movie called Black Creek, and the lead role of that movie would be Cynthia Rothrock. She's been into the movie industry for many, many years. She's well known in the industry for a lot of her movies. Oh boy, oh boy. And big shout out to Nicole Vegas and Sean C. Phillips. That will be filming in Las Vegas on March 26th to March 6th. I'll be out there in Vegas along with Nicole and Sean for the film Horror Finds. It's a horror comedy film, and I'll be out there on set. And I'll be interviewing some of the actors and celebrities that will be in this movie. So tune in, guys, because this is going to be very, very special. Also, shout out to Ulu Gomez as well. And if anyone is looking for any pastry, good cakes, make sure you look up Sugar Shack Bronx Sweets. My girl, Yvonne, all the way from the Bronx. If you're in New York, make sure you look her up and get yourself some pastry. Okay. Big shout out to the to the P3 family. Hi, Marie. Hey, what's going on? Charles, what's going on, baby boy? All is well. Thank you guys for logging in and showing love. Big shout out to the P3 family, Parapost Network. Big shout out to Lisa Marie. Make sure you guys check her out on her page. She is a paranormal investigator as well. So, with that being said, guys, I have my guest here on the panel. She is a vocalist, and we're going to talk to her about her music and what she has been doing in the past. Okay, so people, please welcome Susanne Smith to the show.
Susanne, yes.
Susanne, I'm sorry. Susanne, how you doing?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Okay.
Recuperating, like I said.
Yeah. So, I mean, was it a bad accident or?
Yeah, actually, I got broadside. A girl just ran a stop sign, but she was flying, and unfortunately, she hit me right broadside on the driver's side. The airbags went off and just totaled my car. And I was in a head-on collision just about a year ago that I had just gotten done recovering from a 5-car accident on the interstate. So this one was a pretty serious head injury. And so I've been down for the count here for the last 3 months. I've really been out of commission, which I'm starting to feel better, and hopefully I can get back out there and start making music again.
Yes.
It's been a trial, to say the least.
So, so all this time you ain't been in the studio. Have you been writing music? No, you just been
I
really.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't look at a TV, a telephone,
Oh, wow.
a screen, a computer, nothing. I mean, just zero. I had severe pain and eye pain, and really, really bad concussion and head injury, head and neck injury. So yeah, so you're like, it's like an addiction. You don't realize when you can't do it. You
Yes,
go crazy. I'm going crazy. So
I know you might get a little rusty by the time you get to the studio.
I tell you what, I'm just I'm going to get back into it though. I'm just I'm chomping at the bit right now. So I'm looking forward to this next year coming. I'm just super grateful that I'm alive.
Oh, so
Uh,
am I.
two
I'm
two big time accidents totaled cars in a year's time. Neither one of them was my fault.
right. I get it.
But
There are
I'm feeling blessed to be alive.
good. I'm happy that that you're okay. And things will get better as we know, right?
Absolutely. I'm still here.
Right. So, now that we're talking about this and with music, why music? Why'd you choose music? Say not and not say, I don't know, a nurse, a doctor, a business.
I came out of the womb hooting and hollering and screaming.
Really,
So,
really,
oh yeah,
yes.
that was just a dream that I've had since as far back as I can remember. And there was just no stop. And I did try some things, in my early adult life, just you've got to eat. So
Right.
there are some other things that I did during the day, but I was always out there performing. I was born and raised in the New York, New Jersey metro area, and so I did a lot
Yeah.
of performing. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
as when I got old enough to get out there, I pounded the pavement out and got into some bands. I actually started an opera. There was an opera singer that she sang at the Metropolitan Opera, and she lived not too far from me. And I don't know how I got hooked up with her, but she took me under her wing and really gave me some great voice lessons, and so that prepared me for my journey. Of course, I didn't stay doing that. I was more into jazz and R&B,
Right.
and so I just was out doing a lot of corporate functions, being a
Right.
tour singer up in the Marriotts and the Hiltons, and when they had all the lounges up there, and got into doing a lot of festivals and live jazz music, and just I would take whatever I could from the time I was, like I said, able to basically get out there and work. So it's been great. It's in, if you're in music, it's in your blood, right?
Tell me about it. No, baby, no, baby, no, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, so what actually inspired you? Like
I
what inspired you to say, now I'm gonna do it, now I'm gonna take off, or what jazz singers or band actually inspired you to become the great singer that you are today?
Oh, thank you. Geez, I was very big into people like Patty Austin, Laura Nero, and LaBelle. Because I'm going way back now, some old,
Yeah, it's good.
born and raised through Motown and all. But Al Jarreau is a very big influence to me vocally. He's a true vocalist, if you will. I mean, he's just that's his instrument, and I really got a lot out of listening to him. Of course, the as far as jazz goes, Billie Holiday, Sarah Vaughan, um, and then coming up into the newer time with R&B, people like Shaka Khan and a lot of the performers that were up in my area at that time too. And then Anita Baker, Angela Bofield,
Oh wow, yeah.
people like that, and coming forward. I love people like Mesa or Lettucey, you know. So it's just been a journey.
Right.
It's been a journey, but I love it all. I love it all.
Right. I love it. You know, the writing, the behind the, you know, the studio, in the studio, in the booth, recording. It's all fun. You know.
Well, I
I,
started out like, you know, I've always been a performer. I've always been on stage, either with bands or orchestras. And as I got older, I finally recently, I've always been, you know, wanted to get out there and make make a record, get on the radio, and get beyond just being live performing. And just recently, within the last few years, I was approached and was able to get signed to a label as an indie artist. And I've had 4 singles that charted this past year,
yeah.
year and a half, that I've been really grateful and proud of. So it's moving along. It's about time, though. It's you know, decades that I've been waiting for this. So
Right. But that just proves that you have to put in the work.
you absolutely have to put in the work.
That's a good point. You know that you said that because it
And
just
the
shows
thing
that.
now is, in this recording industry and the music industry that it is today, with radio and the record industry, as you well know, if you're not doing social media, you can pretty much hang it up.
Forget about it.
You know, a lot of the people that I talk to, the artists, that they're just, unless you're super young, you know, people that are 20 and 30, in their 20s and 30s, they really have an advantage because they've grown up with all of this social
Technology.
media.
Yeah.
So now, as an artist, a lot of people, a lot of my fellow artists, the last few years, they're like, what the heck is going on here? You know, we're
Yeah.
artists. We do music. We're not techies. So
Yeah.
it's been a challenge, especially for me. It was a struggle the last few years to really get up and try to get the brand out there and get a following.
Right. And you
But
know. You know. Now
go
go
ahead.
ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, but I've been unfortunate, and I'm still a work in progress as it comes to social media.
Right. I get it. I'm a dinosaur as well. Right. I'm a I'm a dinosaur as well. But the good thing about it is that we have an advantage today with it. You know, we don't have to, like when I was growing up, right? And I was into the music and we used to press these CDs. We actually had to put in the work. We had to go door to door, sell CDs, travel to another state, pass out our CDs so people know who we were. You know, do shows at certain, you know, Connecticut, New York, and stuff like that to actually put your brand out. It was so much harder then than it is today.
Oh
You
man,
know,
I was pushing my cassettes years
okay,
ago. I was out in Manhattan, all up and down New York City, handing out cassettes, going to publishing houses and trying to find someone to listen to my music. So that was literally, when they say pounding the pavement, that's what I mean. My feet was sore,
you
running
know,
in and out of the Port Authority with a bag of cassettes.
right, and it's today is so much easier. You know, you can you can promote yourself much easier nowadays through social media because this is, you know, social media is the new, I call it the new Hollywood. You know, um, and you know, the fact that we have this technology, you can promote your stuff, you can shoot videos, you know, you can connect with your fans, um, and now they can put a face behind the name. um,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because before, even your time and my time, when you put out cassette, you know, if you forgot to put your name on the cassette, then people don't know who you were. They'll be
Right.
like, "Wow, she sounds good, but who is she?" You
Or
know?
putting it a magic marker on a CD. I was writing my name and my phone number on the CD. We didn't
Right,
have those things, even those little printers. I couldn't afford to even get one of those little CD label printers. And the same
right,
thing with the cassettes. You know, you have a little piece of paper that's inside the little cassette case that you handwrite it in there. We didn't even have a label maker back then.
Right? How funny is that? That's a long way
Hey,
from where we come from. Okay, that's a long way from where we come from. Okay,
yeah, but so
wow.
yeah, in a lot of ways, it's much easier. The reach is much, much broader. I mean, internationally.
Right.
Hey, Sarah, thanks for coming by.
Can you remember what was your first song that you released?
I released a few cover songs, but the first song that I officially released to radio and that I got signed was it was a remake actually called "Lotta Love." We did an R&B version of Nicolette Larson's song "Lotta Love,"
Right.
and that's you can find my stuff on Spotify. It's on there. That I think I did that back in just a couple of years ago. And so that was the first one that took off. We, yeah, that was the first one. And then we were signed to a major label, and unfortunately got dropped because I had a car accident, another auto accident that we were working on an EP at the time, and I couldn't meet the deadline. So unfortunately, the record label said, "Yeah, we're not going to wait around. So see you, bye." And that was devastating. That was really devastating. But sometimes you have to pick up the pieces and just go on. You've got to go on. You can't give up. And so I was able to, like I said, get with my producer. He signed me to the indie label Platinum Vibe Recordings, and we were signed to. He was signed to Sony as the distributor. Sony's the distributor, and that's where I put out my recent songs. Hmm.
You've been in this game for over 30 years, uh, something like that, right?
Yes,
Over 30 years. Was there one time that you say, I'm going to give up, I'm not doing this anymore, or did you
there
just
were
keep?
there were a couple of times actually when it came down to doing the social media. I didn't realize how important that is, and that without social media, because it's not like the old days when you got I think you got a lot more help with promoting. You had promoters and people to help you, and the advertising was much different. Nowadays, it's just like you get signed to a record label, but it's up to you to do the work. You've got to go out there and do the social media.
Yeah,
Nothing else. You need that reach. You need reach. And fortunately, I had a couple of tunes that were on the global chart, which helped me. But since this accident, people forget about you. If you are not constantly on there,
I'm glad you said that.
they're going to forget you.
I'm
They're
glad
really
you said
going to
that.
forget you, and then you drop off, and you fade to black. And you can. They say you're only as good as your last song or your last football win or whatever. If you're not constantly out there, because it's all about sales and generating sales when you get signed to a label,
Yes,
and
100%.
that gets harder and harder too. Like Spotify used to be where you could get paid on 100,000 streams, and now they just bumped it up to 1 million streams.
Right, because there's so much competition.
That's crazy. It's crazy. And so I feel very grateful that, being mature, that I actually got the opportunity to get in and make a name for myself.
Right, and going back to what you were saying, consistency is key to everything in life. I look at it, but when you're doing into the industry, either music or filming industry, you need to stay relevant. Like you need to stay in the camera. You need to put out work every other week or every 2 weeks. You have to stay in front of the camera, posting up something new's coming, a clip of a snippet of something of a song. Stay tuned. You have to stay motivated in this in social media. 'Cause
Absolutely. It's not just being about an artist
right,
anymore. I mean, as much as that's all of our passion
right,
that we have, you can't survive with just thinking that you're just going to put out music and not do anything with it. If you can't, like, if you can't do any of the marketing yourself, if you don't know the technical part of it, because that's labor intensive too, is making, not just after the music come out, you have to do little video snippets. You've got to get back on there. You have to know how to post, what hashtags to use.
Yeah.
You've got to do that. Used to be like you do it a couple times a week, and now it's just like you got to do it a couple times a day. Because you just have to always be in that phase. So if you don't have that technical knowledge, you have to hire somebody, and that costs money. It costs a lot of money. Hire a marketing team.
Yes, definitely.
So those of you who want to get into the music industry, you either have to be a real good techie or you got to have deep pockets, because it costs money. It's expensive. And then if you want to get out there and tour, and you've got to promote for that too. That's expensive as well.
Right. Me and my team, like I don't sing anymore or rap anymore, but my kids are now artists. So.
Oh, really?
So we built our own studio because it was just too expensive to be going to studios and record 2-3 songs, a day. So, we were fortunate enough to have some money, and built our own studio. So, we got a good studio, and my sons record their music there.
That's great.
For any upcoming artists, man, that will be the first thing you should try to do, is build your studio.
Yeah, because studio time, it's just crazy.
It's too expensive. You got
studio time, you got the producer, it's got to be mixed and mastered.
Yeah.
A lot of the material. Yeah, there's quite a few artists out there now that have home studios.
Yeah, a lot of them do. Here in my hometown, have a lot of studios, but that's definitely one thing that you should have if you're want to become an artist, is to try to get your own studio in your own, you can do it right out of your room. You don't have to buy
anything fancy. They got your basic Pro Tools even.
Yeah, definitely. So I want to play something real quick, for the people.
What you're feeling, why you chose to take this road, but I'm not willing to give up myself for you to take control. You've been saying all the words, but I'm still circling in love. Baby, you don't even take the trouble. To keep it there beside you, honey, I don't think you even try. It's okay, cause I don't care if you get over in a while. I don't care if you get rid. I don't care if you get older. I don't care why you're so weak. I'm not the one who will take you back so easily. No, I'm not the one who's gonna take you back so easily.
I love that.
We did a couple of versions of that. Actually, we did a mix, and it's on Spotify too. I don't know if that was the one that you were playing, but I had a crazy 504 boy come in, and he laid a track down on the song. He did some rap for me. That was really cool.
Okay,
so if you get a chance, you could listen to that. He's from the No Limit Soldier Camp, Masterpiece Camp.
Okay. Oh, okay. You hip hopping like that? You doing it like that? Okay. I'm definitely gonna listen to that. You know that. So tell me. So you got nominated for the People's Choice Award.
Yes, I did, and I'm really excited about that. There's 8 nominees on that. It's through through North Star Radio Group, Soul Cafe Radio. They have their annual. It's kind of like the Indie Soul Grammys, if you will, and they have all the different categories for best male and female singer, best song of the year. Those are based on spins, and but the People's Choice Award, that is for people to actually vote. That's the only category that you can rally your troops and have them vote for you. And I really worked very hard. My song, "Do You Want to Dance," is up for the award. We did more of a jazz flavor on that tune, and we worked really hard on that. And I think it got number 6 on the chart.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
And so I'm really grateful that I got nominated. But please, anybody listening to this, please, would you just go and vote for me? It's for soulcaferadio.com, and you just go to, up in the top, it says President's Choice Awards. You just hit the President's Choice, and then you'll see where it says the Indie Soul Awards for 2023. And you just scroll down to the bottom there, and you can see where you can actually vote. So I would so appreciate that, y'all.
Yeah, let's go out there and vote. Let's go out there and vote. So, what was, when you heard about it, when you got nominated, what was going through your mind at that moment?
I was blown away, actually, because there's so many incredible R&B indie artists out there that, so I feel very, very honored, to have been nominated for this award. There's just so many incredible, hardworking, incredible indie artists out there, and we spend our own money to do it, and we don't have any financial backing to speak of. So for the hundreds and thousands of indie artists that are out there that are making incredible music, I truly feel honored to be nominated for this award. And I really worked hard for it. And unfortunately, because of this car accident, the last 3 months, I wasn't even able to get out there and tell people about it. So thank you very much for mentioning it for me. I really appreciate it. Come on, people, vote for me.
Yes, it's actually on my page. I posted it on my page. I sent it out to some of my other platforms that I got.
Thank you. Yeah, we put more of a jazz R&B flavor on the song. You can go to my website, SuzanneSmithMusic.com, and you can get kind of a taste of it there. And then, of course, it's on Spotify under Susanne Smith Music too. Yeah,
guys, you guys got a link there and check out her music. She's amazing. I was like, she got these type of pipes on her? Okay, then.
Thank you. You can check out my latest song. Actually, it's called "I'm Different." That was the most recent one that I put out a few months ago. Yeah, and that hit number 6 on the chart also. And then I had the accident, so I couldn't do any social media for the last 3 months. So, we couldn't. We peaked at number 6, which I'm happy about that. But I'm sad that I wasn't able to continue to promote and get it out there for people to hear. So. You can go to Spotify and hear that one too, or Apple Music.
Apple Music. What is it? Apple.
It's on my website as well.
YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music.
Yes.
Right. You guys can find her music, and you guys will love it. As a matter of fact, one of my guests, I posted up your picture, and he texted me. He said, where can he hear your music? And I told him, and he heard your music. He said he loved it. He's a country singer. His name is Garrett Walker. You can check him out. He's a country guy. Man, he can sing too, boy. Listen, I love me some country. I don't listen to country because I ain't a country boy. I'm a city boy, but I love me some country music. It mellows me out. It puts me like in such a mode, like a relaxed mode, like something like I feel like I'm floating when I'm listening to country music, and he's that type of guy that got that music, man, that can just mellow you out, and you know you can be laying in your bed and just going with the flow, you know.
Going with the flow.
Yes, big shout out to Garrett Walker. You know,
All
so
right, Garrett, I'm gonna check you out.
yeah, check him out. Check him out. I would love to see a duet or something, you know, going on there. Okay, that'll be great. So, tell me about those awards that are behind you. I see some awards that
Oh,
are those your awards? I'm pretty
yes,
sure
they
they are.
are. They are actually this one right here. I was recognized by the RIAA, which is the Recording Industry of America,
Mm,
for one of my songs that I did. It was the fastest growing single on the official indie soul chart. That
okay.
was in June of 21. I've got a President's Choice Award here from Platinum Vibe Recordings, myself and Platinum Vibe Recordings for this was one from Soul Cafe Radio that I
Okay.
got last year, and then I got an award from Spotify for my song for the one that's up right now. It's for "Do You Want to Dance"
Do you
that I
want
got
to?
this year for over 100,000 streams
Oh
on
wow.
Spotify. So yes, I'm pretty proud of that, and I'm
You,
grateful,
you
very
should
grateful.
you should be you know it, the hard work shows, you know. Um so who would you like if you had an opportunity to work with someone in the music industry, who would that person be?
In the entire or R&B.
R&B. Let's do R&B.
Um, Geez, I'd have to say Will Downing. I love him.
Okay. You would like to do a collab with him?
Sure. Let's see who else. Actually, I've always been a big fan of Hall and Oates, so Daryl Hall would probably be my number one.
Mhm.
He's just soulful. Michael McDonald, I would love to do. Stevie Wonder, of course.
Okay. Okay, Stevie, you heard it, right, Stevie?
Yeah,
Yeah, I would love to do something with Stevie. He's amazing. He is amazing.
yeah. There's quite a few out there. That's a hard one. I could list a whole bunch of people. Uh,
What inspiring message can you give um, these young kids that are coming up and want to get into the industry? What inspiring
wow.
message can you give them?
Mental health is so important. Don't get, I do. I really am passionate about this because I went through it myself. Don't get caught up in what other people are posting and doing because it's like so much of it is a facade. And from my own experience, when I first got into this here with the social media, you start looking and comparing yourself, and it'll just destroy you. You cannot. You can go and look at people that are your equivalent, let's just
Right.
say, that have started out at the same time as you, and you can look and see some of the creative things that they do and get ideas from that. But if you start going and comparing yourself to these things, and you don't know what the other artists' lives are. They might be great in front of the camera, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're all it or that it's happening. And if you get caught up in that vortex, it'll suck you right down. So, if you're going to go on social media, which we all have to do, just make sure that you just keep a level head. And if you're looking at something that's starting to make you feel like, gee, I can't do that, or I don't know if I'm good enough or whatever, you got to turn the channel, turn it off for a while. I started doing some social media things with live. The lives for me are hard.
Sorry. Yeah.
The lives are hard to do, and because I was told you don't brag about yourself. You know, that's conceited. It's narcissistic. Well, getting on there and self-promotion, you're bragging about yourself. You have to, and you've got to believe in yourself.
Right.
So just go out there and most importantly, have fun. It's entertainment.
That's right. Fun doing it. Exactly. I love music. I love what I do. I have fun doing it. And this is one of my favorite things, hosting, talking to people, getting to know people, getting to know their talent, what they like and what they don't like, and kind of like what their life was like coming up. Because, sometimes, we don't know what other people are going through. And sometimes you might be talking to someone and the response that you get back might be able to help someone.
Thank you, Charles. Or by the way, Charles, for this.
Yes, Charles is amazing. Yeah. So,
I will say this. Yeah, that's funny. They say you're bragging about yourself all the time. Maybe
David is amazing. He's a movie director. He's always bossing me around.
Yeah. One thing I'll say too is that, if you have like, I'm a handicap. I hate to use that word handicap, but I'm not disabled, but I was born literally with one ear. So it's been a challenge for me and I've been told I'm close to pitch perfect. So that has been a big thing. I was teased growing up a lot. I was in and out of the hospital getting surgeries done because it's not just the hearing. I literally was born without an ear on that side. And so when I go into the studio, it's a challenge for the engineers, to try and get the mix right so that I can hear. But if you have something like that, don't let that discourage you. There is a way. Where there's a will, there's a way to get things done. I was a voice teacher for a while for Guitar Center, and where I worked with a lot of learning disabled kids and kids with depression, kids that had ADD, ADHD, some mental issues, where we had to overcome a lot of the insecurities that they had too. I forget what the name of the disease is, but one girl that I had, she had the elephant man. I can't remember the name of the medical. Where there's just your body can be disfigured, your face in particular.
Yes, I forgot the name of it as well, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
She went on to be a singer, and she's a young singer out there doing her own little concerts. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. So
that's amazing. So I want to play your song. I'm different. So just
I'm different.
Hey, I say it all the time. I'm different. I'm different from any other host you've met. Okay, because I'm tapped. No, I'm only kidding.
So different, so different. Yeah, I'm so in love with you. I'm so in love with you. I'm different. Oh yeah, so different, so different. I'm in love with you. So in love with you.
Is that, I'm not sure if that was the whole no, it only plays a few minutes. You got Lonely Girl, I'm Not the One, which is the one I played.
Uh-huh.
And then Do You Want to Dance? Let's see if we can. This is it.
The moonlight, hug and kiss all through the night. Oh, baby, yeah. Do you wanna dance with me, darling? Oh, do you wanna dance? Do you?
This is so dope. I'm only giving you guys a tease so so you guys can go on her page and check out her music. Okay.
That's the song that's nominated actually for the award. So
yes. So make sure you
vote
guys
for me.
vote for her. Exactly. Please vote for her. You can go on her page. I did put up a flyer on my page. You guys can go on my page and check out the flyer as well.
Yeah, you can find the link on my Facebook page, and you can friend me on Facebook. It's under Susanne Smith Vocalist, and it's spelled Susanne Smith Vocalist. And of course, if you go to my website, SuzanneSmithMusic.com, you can get onto Facebook that way too. And there's a link on my Facebook page that you could just click on the link and then scroll down and vote. I would really appreciate it.
Right. So do you write your own music?
I just started writing fairly recently, but most of the music that's out right now, I've co-written or was written by my producer.
Okay.
My producer, Chris Clay of Platinum Vibe Recordings, is an indie label. He's an incredible writer and producer. Most of the music, the production on most of those records, he's produced. Just about all of them, actually.
Yeah. I love me some love songs because we need more love in this world. You know what I mean? We need more love music out here for real, because I don't know. I feel like we losing it, especially R&B music. You know,
Absolutely.
R&B music and slow music has kind of faded away, and I kind of wanted to come back because, you know, it that's what I was built on, R&B and slow music. You know, Key Sweat, Boys to Men, you know, groups, New Edition, you know, stuff like that. Country music with Dolly Parton and what's the other guy? Kenny Rogers. You know, that's my time. Those are the music, you know, Michael Jackson and stuff like pop. It's what I grew up in, and I miss that type of music, you know. And recently, I've had a few guests on my show that are R&B singers, and man, is their music amazing. I got a good friend of mine. Her name is Regina Hicks. She just released a new couple songs, and man, is she amazing! It's slow music, you know, and I just love it because I'm used to hearing the hip hop all day, every day.
Right.
You
I did
know,
a couple of love songs. One is a beautiful song. Actually, it's called "Foolish Lover." I did a duet on that particular song, and also as a remake that I did called "Lonely Girl," which is also on there. Which I like. I really, those are the two songs I'm really proud of. Also.
well, you should be proud of all the music because they all brought you to where you are today. You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Karina, I appreciate that. That's true. It starts small with co-writing and a little writing, then a lot of writing. Write the music I want. Yes, I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to
yes,
have to really buckle down and write some more material.
right. Sabrina Oxford, she's a book writer. She's a friend of mine.
Awesome.
Yeah, she you know, this is the thing. Everyone you see here that's posting up, it's doing something. Sabrina is a writer. David J. Paul is a director, actor. You know, Liz is a paranormal investigator. So you know, there's a lot of people here that do different things, but are in some type of industry. You know,
Right.
and and Mr. Paul there, he believe April 7th he'll be doing a premiere in Florida for one of his films that he released. Uh, and hopefully I can make it there in April.
Awesome.
Yeah, but you know, we be hoping tonight. We be hopping.
Hopping.
Hopping tonight. Oh yeah, you gotta listen. Yes, listen to the music. You will be hopping. Okay. So what does your family think about your career?
That's a hard one. My family never really supported me that the way that I wish that they had. For I guess in their mind, it was just like go get a real job, get a real job. And that's just I tried to get a real job a couple of times, and it's just you can't take the music out of somebody or the art out of somebody. My younger sister is an incredible artist. She's up in the New York area, and she paints portraits for famous people, and she got that also where you've got to go and get a real job, and she's
Right.
doing wonderfully in her career right now. She's really doing well. She's an incredible artist, and I'm glad that she stuck to her truth, and this is my truth now. And even though I'm a little bit older, I'm not giving up. I'm not going to give it up, whether the family supports it or not. I mean, they see some results now on a bigger in a bigger space. So they're like, well, maybe this could work. But
Right.
yeah, family, as much as they love me, I wish that I had gotten a little bit more support when I was younger.
Well, I think a lot of us go through that when when we're younger or even in an adult lifetime when a lot of family members really don't support you or don't see your vision or just don't believe that you're that good enough, you know.
Right.
And when they realize that you're number 6 on the charts, that you're going for an award, now things start to change, you know. And I say like this: if you didn't believe in me when I was at the bottom, you know, don't think you're gonna ride this train when I'm on the top.
Right. That's
Okay, because it's not fair for those that were with me at the bottom and believed in me, and they're not even family members and none of that, but they're people that believed in you, believed in your skills, and stuck with you all the way. And I always say those are the people that you want on your team. You
Yeah,
know,
you have to find those people too. If you do need that. I mean, we all need a mental boost. We need that support for sure because it's hard out there. It's definitely hard work, and sometimes things don't go the way that you hope or expect, and so sometimes you need somebody to
to
help
uplift you,
help to uplift you and keep you elevated and
right?
keep you centered.
So what is your goal right now?
My goal is to heal. My goal is to heal so that I can get back into the studio and then I can get back out performing. This was quite a setback for me, having it happen a second time. This car accident. So fortunately, my brain and my head is healing. I'm still suffering from some pretty severe headaches, but I get better every day. So that's my focus right now is just to heal, and so that I can get back to what I feel that I do best.
Well, you know what? I think that's gonna be your next song. It's time for me to heal. Hey, hey. Okay,
All
that's your new song. That's gonna be your new song. It's time for me to heal. Okay,
right.
I can't wait to hear that one.
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody that's out there listening. I appreciate all of you very, very much for taking the time out.
Right.
Uh,
So listen, I'm not sure. I can always connect you to other platforms if you're okay with that. I can talk
I
to you.
absolutely would love it. Would
Okay,
love it.
I can connect you with my brother Mike Wagner. Great guy, you will love him. You know, and
Wonderful.
and yeah, he's our Heart Radio, Spotify, you name it. He's everywhere as well. Um, and Rebecca Mahan, another talk show host. Nicole Vegas, she's out of Vegas, another talk show host. Wendy Stewart, another talk show host. Jimmy Starr from California, another talk show host.
Wonderful. Thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. I really, really could use that right now. Like I said, when when something like this happens and you don't expect it, and then you just you can't do anything. So I'm ready to get back to work here. So I could use all I can use all the help anybody's willing to offer me at this point.
right.
Thank you very much, David. I appreciate that compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, David is amazing. He's a great guy.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Yeah, and Sabrina. Listen, everyone here is awesome. On this panel, and I just enjoy helping others. And if I can help you in anything, and I got this friend of mine now that we're talking out in Florida. He's coming on the show Sunday at 3 p.m. His name is Jesus Maldonado. I'm gonna see if he can spin your music at his radio station in Florida. I'm gonna
Great.
give.
I'm from Florida. I'm from New York, but I've been in Florida since 1982. So I was in the Orlando area performing for a long time.
Okay, so is
So
your music playing on? So is your music playing on the radio?
I think there are a couple of stations.
Okay,
I'd have to look and see, but yeah, there was 99, I think, which is in Miami.
okay,
Um, there's a couple of them.
okay. Because I know he's working at 106.7 FM out there. I don't know if that's like a Latin station or soul station. Hip hop. Like I don't know exactly what station he plays,
What
but
town is that in? What's is that?
I think he's in Tampa, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
Tampa. Okay.
Yeah. So I can run that by him on Sunday.
Oh, thank
Before I,
you so much. Appreciate that.
yeah, I can talk to him and see if he can at least play a couple of your songs at his station and promote you. Because that's what we do. We out here to help each other and watch each other grow. You know what I mean?
Wonderful. Yeah, I was down in the Tampa Bay area for many, many years. So I was just south of Tampa in Sarasota. That's where I lived for a long time before I moved over to Orlando. So that's my
Oh,
old stomping ground too.
is it? Yeah. I lived in Tampa for like 3 4 months. Then
Yeah.
I came back home. I was homesick.
Oh,
I was like, first, it's too hot out here. Okay, it's too hot out here for me, and supposedly when it was cold out there, I see people with jackets. I'm on a tank top.
thank you, David. I will. Just
Yes, David has. Yes, you can come on David, so he has a show. I'm gonna
you
tell you
can
that.
message me. Just friend me and PM me. That'd be awesome.
Yes, there you go, David. Please have her on your show. She's
Appreciate
amazing.
that.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
Yes, and so people were complaining about the cold in Florida. I said, when does it get cold here? Let me know so I can go get a coat. I just didn't get it. I just didn't get the old cold stuff there. You know. So I want to thank you for coming aboard. Before we go, tell the people where they can find you and they can find your music.
Oh, you can find my music. Actually, you can go directly to, if you have Spotify account, you can find it on Spotify for sure, and Apple Music and Amazon. The easiest way is probably to go to my website, www.susannesmithmusic.com, and that's SUSANNE smithmusic.com. And then, of course, I'm on all the social media platforms. Facebook, I have two pages, Susanne Smith Music, or as I said, you can friend me on my personal page. That's Susanne Smith Vocalist. That's such a common name, so I had to put vocalist on the end of that. But, you can find me there, and you can always message me there or chime in. I can't do probably for a little while here, maybe for another month. I have to stay off of social media because of the issues with this car accident right now. So,
Right.
but I'm probably going to post a little bit if I can. So, but please, yes, friend me, everybody. I'd love to hear from you and connect.
Yeah, because a lot of these people that you see right here, a lot of them have their own talk show. So you can get on it. The more platform you get in on, the best for you. The better for
Right.
you. The more exposure for you. So you tell me what you need if I can do it, and I got the connection of the plug to do it. I'll do it with no problem.
Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody that's out there that's listening. And I'm really thankful to be alive right now with this.
Yes.
I'm healing. I'm getting better, and I can't wait to get back out there and make some more music. So I appreciate you all, and please vote for me if you can.
Well, yes. This is her website, guys. www.SuzanneSmithVocalist.com.
no, the website is it's SuzanneSmithMusic.com.
Okay.
SuzanneSmithMusic.com.
Okay. So this is your other page.
My Facebook page is Susanne Smith Vocalist.
Okay. That's a YouTube. Okay. Cool. Okay. Well, you know, um, now people popping up. He said, "Victor, you're not coming on my show." David, he's a comedian as well. This guy is off the hook. I tell you. But overall, he's a great guy. And you get on his show, and you get to talk to David.
Thank you, David. Appreciate it.
And his co-host Maureen. Maureen is fabulous. She's amazing as well. So I know you'll love the show. So you guys connect, and you guys make David make it happen. Bring her on your show, and I appreciate that. I'm sure she would too. And I'll definitely talk to you in the future. And I want to thank you for coming on, giving me your time. And I hope you get better, because we need you out here. We need some more of this music.
Thank you very much, Victor. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Appreciate
anytime you want to come on the show, you got something you want to promote, you want the world to know, you hit me up, and we'll make it happen.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you again, everybody. I appreciate it. And namaste.
All right. See you soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks again. Bye, everyone.
Ciao. Yeah, everybody. That's Susanne Smith. Make sure you guys check her out on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Check out her music. Like it, share it, comment. And for those of you that want her on your show, just make sure you reach out to her, let her know where you know her from, so that way at least she knows where you got her name from. Let her know you know her from the Don Vic Show, and hopefully she accepts it, and you guys can have her on your show. You guys are turned up today, huh? Everyone's turned up today. Everybody here, sweets, added her on. Awesome, good. David, make sure you DM her. Send her a day to come on your show, buddy. Great night. Thank you, Charles. David, you still. David, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Okay? You being a naughty guy. But guys, I want to thank you guys for coming on and supporting Susanne Smith. Thank you guys so much for supporting her. Make sure you share, because sharing is caring. And anyone that wants to come on the Don Big Show, you guys are welcome, because this platform was made for you guys, not for me. I'm just the guy running it. So if you want to come on the show, you have a story to tell. You're a director, actor, comedian, author, vocalist, rapper, whatever it is that you are, and you want an opportunity to be exposed on my show, all you have to do is DM me and let me know who you are and what you're trying to do, and we'll hook you up with a date and bring you on the show. And with that being said, thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys Sunday with Jesus Maldonado. He's an actor and a radio host. And then Monday we have David J. Paul, director, actor, writer. We'll be talking to him about his new movie he released and about his movie premiere in April 7th that's coming up. So lots to talk about. People, make sure you guys tune in. And I'm going to let y'all go with peace, love, respect, and I'm out of here.